What if you could hire an influencer who never asks for payment, promotes your products, and creates content every single day? That's exactly what a virtual AI influencer can do for your business. In this video, I'll show you how easy it is to design your own AI influencer. You can give them a unique look, personality, and style, and they'll become the face of your brand, creating content however you want to grow your online presence. So, let's get started. So we'll start by creating our influencer character. Then I'll show you how to place your product with them. And finally, how to turn those images into a complete ad video. The process is going to be really interesting, so stick around. All right, step 1 is creating a base character portrait of your influencer. If you have a MidJourney subscription, you can start there. Use the search tool to find thousands of high-quality models created by other users. And if you want to customize them, just take their prompt and add your own features. The goal here is simple, to get a solid base picture of your influencer that we can build on. Now let's look at what kind of prompt you can use. Here's the one I created as an example. A young woman in her mid-20s with a warm and approachable look. She has fair skin, light blue eyes, and soft makeup that enhances her natural beauty. Her blonde hair is neatly tied back. She's wearing a fitted white-ribbed turtleneck standing against a pastel pink background. Her smile is confident yet friendly, giving her a professional but relatable presence. Perfect for a lifestyle, fashion, or brand-focused influencer. So, here are a few key points to keep in mind when writing your prompt. First, we started with her age. She looks young, in her mid-20s. Then we mentioned her features like fair skin, blonde hair tied back, and light blue eyes. After that, we described her expression, confident, with a warm and natural smile. Next, we added her outfit, a fitted white-ribbed turtleneck. Finally, we set the background, a pastel pink with clean studio lighting. This kind of description works perfectly for an influencer who will be the face of your brand. Once you have this prompt, you can modify it anytime to match your needs. Now let me show you how you can create multiple different shots of this base portrait. For that, I'm using OpenArt, and they're also sponsoring this video. The best thing about OpenArt is that it brings together all the best-in-class AI models in one single place. You don't need separate accounts or tools, it's all here. Even if you don't have MidJourney, you can still create your influencer from scratch right here. Just click the first link in the description and it'll take you to OpenArt's website. Once you're in, click on the Create Image option and it will open up a clean, easy-to-use workspace. At the top, you'll see the Model Selector option. Click on that, and you'll notice OpenArt gives you access to nearly all the best image generation models in one place. Like Google's latest Nano Banana, Imagen 4, Ideogram V3, and all the Flux models. Here's my comparison of these models. Honestly, Imagen 4 and Ideogram V3 gave me the most realistic results. The skin didn't look plasticky like it does in some other models, and the skin texture and eye details were much higher quality. And if you want to upscale any of these images, just click on it, and you'll see two types of upscalers. The first one is the basic OpenArt upscaler. If you click the drop-down and select the 2x plus face preset, it will enlarge the image while keeping the face intact. The second option opens up a new interface. This one is still in beta, so sometimes it may get stuck processing, but when it works, the quality is next level. Here's a side-by-side comparison. You can see the basic upscaler didn't really enhance the details, while the second upscaler added realistic texture and brought out way more detail. Alright, once you have the base image of your character, you can start generating multiple different shots of them in new outfits, settings, and styles. For this, we're going to use Google's new Nano Banana model, which is currently one of the most capable models available, even better than Flux Context. After selecting the Nano Banana model, you'll see an option called Omni Reference. Just click on it and upload the base character image we generated earlier. You can actually upload up to 4 reference images at once. For the prompt here, I'll type something like, "She is wearing a stylish summer dress, sitting in a boutique cafe, holding a coffee cup." The prompting technique with Nano Banana is the same as what we use with ChatGPT. Just describe what you want in simple, clear language. Now, if you're wondering about aspect ratios, Google isn't providing that option yet since the model is still in beta. But I'm sure they'll fix that soon. Next, you can choose how many images you want to generate. I'll go with 2 here. Then simply click on Generate. So here are the results. And just look at the realism and character consistency. With this model, it's honestly the best I've seen so far. You wouldn't even guess it's AI-generated photography. Now, if we try the same thing with Flux Context, which just a few days ago was considered the best image editing model, It's clear Nano Banana has overtaken it. The face quality with Flux is low, and the overall image still gives off that AI vibe. Alright, so here's another prompt. She's in yoga clothes sitting cross-legged on a mat in a bright minimalist studio. And this is the result I got with Nano Banana. The exact same character, now in yoga clothes. These are some more images I generated of her in different locations. You can see how easy it is to place your character consistently in any environment or scenario. Alright, now let's take it one step further and see how to showcase your own products with your influencer. Let's start with this lotion image I have. I'll simply add it as a reference, and for the prompt I'll use. She is in her living room, wearing a simple t-shirt. She is holding a lotion pump bottle in one hand and pointing at it with the index finger of her other hand, smiling naturally. Keep her face and hair intact. Let's hit generate and check the results. Alright, here we have both images, and as you can see, the product and her face are completely intact. The quality looks amazing, and she's posed exactly the way we described in the prompt. Now let's try with some clothes. I'll add this loungewear image as image reference along with our lotion image. And the prompt I'll use is, the woman from the reference image is on her balcony with plants around wearing loungewear. She is holding a lotion pump bottle in one hand and pointing at it with the index finger of her other hand, smiling casually and naturally. Keep her face and hair intact. Sometimes this model can slightly shift the character's face, so it's better to add this line in your prompt. Keep her face and hair intact. This helps lock the consistency. Alright, so here are the results with a clothing item. And just look at how neatly it generated the image with everything we asked for. It's almost perfect. By now, you should have a clear idea of how you can place your products with your influencer. Here's another example. This time I used a protein powder pack and wanted her in the gym, holding it with both hands. And these are the results I got. Again, the model did an amazing job. You can even see the creases on the packet. The level of realism here is insanely good. Alright, now let's talk about how you can create video ads with these images. Simply click on the video option, and then under model selection, you'll find all the video models in one place. You can try Google's VO3 model, which lets you make your influencer talk with actual dialogue, or you can use models like Cling AI or Seedance if you'd rather add a separate voiceover. I tested VO3 and created this video.
This is my go-to protein for recovery. Clean, powerful, and perfect after every workout.
And with the other models, you can do the same using your own narration.
This little bottle is my hair's best mate. Soft, shiny, and smells
So
amazing.
that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something new about creating your own AI influencer. Click the first link in the description to try out OpenArt yourself. And if you found this useful, hit the like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.